So you went on a quest to help her, right?
Yeah, that kind of was the whole idea behind it. I was thinking about two things. One, and many people out there, even listening today, could probably relate to this. You know, you're not alone with your health challenge. You've got your support systems, if you're lucky, like your immediate family and friends around you. And for us, we had to export uh, the professional work. So, in other words, I was every 6 weeks or so, I was going up to New York with my daughter. We'd spend a couple of days in the city enjoying a movie or a show or a good dinner. My feeling back then, and I still feel it now, is that I didn't want my daughter to be somewhat confined or her life be defined by her diagnosis, because 8 out of 10 diagnoses are wrong anyway. Mostly because doctors don't care enough these days to ask the right questions, so they don't get it right from the get go. But that is a label that's carried with you, and sometimes people are debilitated just by the label alone. And I didn't want my daughter's memory of her adolescence and childhood to be surrounded around her chronic illness. And so we would travel up to New York. We would get treated. We'd get a little tweak in her protocol, come back down to Florida, had to deal with another practitioner here that was sort of an extension of the primary doctor in New York to be able to get the medications and things that we needed dispensed here in Florida. So there were a lot of different moving parts or plates to that dynamic, as you can imagine. But mostly what came from that was my understanding that basically you see your practitioner maybe, 0.001% of the time, but 99.999% of the time you're managing your own healthcare for yourself personally and or with your support systems, locally. And that made me think about